Since we're talking about unions, this is not such a big one, but it's a great story. It took place here in New York City. The workers at Hot and Crusty, which I guess is like a little bakery coffee shop type of thing. It's a chain in New York City. About a year ago, they were sick of the crappy work situation they had. Sub-minimum wage. Many of these people are undocumented workers. They were getting abused. And so they decided they wanted to form a union. They ended up going down to Occupy protests, sitting in on meetings. And they visited the Laundry Workers Center, which is essentially an all-volunteer union that trained these workers for about 8 to 10 months on their labor rights, on how to organize, et cetera, et cetera. And so they were able to form their own union, the Hot and Crusty Workers Association, that was unionizing just this one restaurant. And in response, the restaurant essentially decided they couldn't intimidate these guys. They shut down the restaurant. Apparently, the restaurant is partly owned by a guy named Mark Sampson, a managing partner at a private equity firm, Presidian Capital. They threatened workers with their immigration status. They spent more than $500,000 on a union-busting consultant. It didn't work. These guys got a lot of support from local unions. They created their own union. And so in response, they shut down the store. And so in response to that, the workers not only set up picket lines, they set up their own sidewalk cafe, serving coffee and, I guess, donuts and bagels. And so after 4 days of a 12-hour picket in front of the afternoon cafe,
there was also some workers who occupied the closed store.
They actually got into the closed store and did a workers' assembly. They did this 12-hour-a-day picket line 4 days in a row. And on Saturday afternoon this weekend, the company ceded to the association's demands. The workers and the company's lawyers signed an agreement that the store would reopen within 15 days. All workers would be reinstated, and management will recognize the Hot and Crusty Workers Association for present and future employees. Union gives the workers the right to control future hirings of other workers, and they're trying to organize at other stores around. This is all from Alternate. And
Interesting. These workers were originally going to be given, they were going to be recognized as a union, but only for the current workers. But they didn't want that. They wanted all future workers.
That's right. They went full solidarity. Great example of both what workers can do when they get their mind to it and the value of a place like Occupy and a group like Occupy that is educating people and hooking people up and making this type of stuff accessible. So in the context of this Chicago Union teachers union strike, it's nice to know that there's some other success stories around there as well.